Welcome to your daily tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries. This is 100% for all signs, all zodiac signs, all zodiac signs. This is an energy reading, so you're gonna feel drawn to it, and if it's for you, you're gonna tune in. You're gonna feel drawn to it. Ultimately, you're going to be led here. So the energy pulls you, and that's how you know it's for you. It's not a zodiac sign specific kind of energy. If you want a zodiac specific prediction and insight every single week, head to Born Without Boundaries Tarot over on YouTube. That's where I post my 12 weekly zodiac forecasts. And then you can get extended readings over on Vimeo too for a deeper dive and deeper conclusions. But ultimately, this video is for everyone who is drawn to it. And thank you so much for jumping on live. If you want to interact live with me, head on over to Born Without Boundaries. Head on over to Instagram. You can find me at born_without_boundaries over on Instagram. Then you can join the live chat, as you can see. Ultimately, if you're watching this on Astrology Motivation, I want to say thank you for all the views and all the new subscriptions. Please be sure to like this video and share it on your social media platforms. Please be sure to subscribe to the channel and ring that bell so you know when I upload your favorite content. Hey, so thank you so much, man. Oh, I appreciate that compliment. Compliments are the easiest to take, but I appreciate them. So thank you so much for that. Today it is Wednesday. Happy hump day and happy Libra season. How beautiful that it's the 22nd. What a beautiful energy. 22nd Wednesday, the sun enters Libra, and today is Mabon, which is the fall equinox. The sun enters Libra on the equinox. Tell me that is not perfect damn timing. Like, hello. Of course, it's like that's Libra, right? The Libra is a cardinal sign, so it ushers in a season. So this is when we begin the fall. A fall has officially begun. Bye-bye to summer. We say goodbye and thank you for all the fun, all the pleasure, all the excitement, all the disappointments, all the chaos of the summer we now say goodbye to. And we celebrate kisses. Well, I always celebrate kisses, but hold on. What's the matter? What's the matter? She's chasing something. Hold on. Get inside. Come on. Come on. Come on. Kisses, what are you doing? What is you doing? You crazy little baby. Go. Sorry, she got herself into a kerfuffle, so I had to help her out. Because that's what I do, because I love you. I love you. Libra celebrates balance. This is what is the Libra sort of superpower, if you will. First of all, yes, it is a cardinal sign. It ushers in the fall, which is not just the fall as in fall into darkness, but fall as in harvest season and finding love in comfy, cozy places, not necessarily in looking or searching or getting out there and being completely social, like way social, but instead being drawn to family and friends and the relationships that we can grow and develop, in the warmth of our own homes. This is fall as we head into holiday season. This is beautiful. So I'm really looking forward to it. Happy fall, happy Libra season, happy equinox. And of course, Libra is the scales. That's the sign, that's the image that represents Libra traditionally, because Libra is all about balance, all about diplomacy, all about finding the compromise and that happy medium. And of course, this is probably why I am obsessed with balance. I'm a Libra rising, and so there's just a drive in me, and always has been, toward harmony. And that's the ultimate balance, right? Is harmony. You're not trying to make things the same. If you think about the true Libra energy, if you think about the old kind of imagery of what weighs more, a pound of bricks or a pound of feathers, they weigh the same. A pound is a pound, no matter what it's made out of. And that's really what harmony is, isn't it? It's not trying to take the feathers and make them into bricks. It's not trying to make something the same as something else. It's trying to balance out the energies so that they stay in harmony as themselves, right? So a feather is a feather and a brick is a brick, and we can balance out the scales by just evening out the amount of energy that we allow on either side. So that's kind of what I want you to think of moving into Libra season, is balancing out our energy. It has been challenging. There has been a lot of chaotic energy, especially with Mars in, with Aries in the moon in Aries. But also Pluto and Chiron's positioning this week gives us a lot of challenges and wrecking balls to instances or situations in our lives that we couldn't get rid of ourselves, and they're going to get rid of for us, right? It's going to happen to us whether we like it or not. And ultimately, that's good. That's good because it's liberating, it's freeing, and it's pacifying, because it's like cleansing. So it's a good time. And between now and, I would say, Mercury retrograde starts on September 27th. Remembering now that would make Mercury in retrograde, Uranus in retrograde, Pluto in retrograde, Saturn in retrograde, Jupiter in retrograde, Neptune in retrograde, and I think Uranus is in retrograde, but I got to check on that. But ultimately, that's a lot of planets in retrograde here, right? But by the time Mercury comes out of retrograde on October 18th, Jupiter comes out of retrograde, Pluto will have come out of retrograde, Saturn will come out of retrograde, Neptune comes out of retrograde in December. So a lot of energy is starting to go direct again after falling back and, being that challenging retrograde energy, digging up things that maybe we thought we didn't have to deal with anymore. Who the hell wants to find out that they have more work to do at the end of the day? And lots of times that's what retrogrades give us. They give us that extra pile of work at 5:55 p.m. when we're about to head out the door. And, it's stuff that we just have to take and face and learn how to deal with. And sometimes we just have to learn also how to tell our bosses, go fuck yourself. Don't treat me like that. We have to, sometimes the lesson is not how to handle things. It is how to handle things. It's how to build boundaries in the appropriate places. And so self-love and boundary building has been the theme of really the past 2 weeks. And so it's a struggle, I think. It's a struggle because we all want to be accepted. We all want a connection. And Libra season is all about that. It's all about partnership. It's all about togetherness. Libra rules the house of partnerships, and it's usually long-term romantic relationships. It's not romance itself is Leo, right? Falling in love itself is Leo energy, but Libra is the communication between two people that cultivates long-term relationships. And that's why Libras are so good at listening and finding compromises to things, because that's how you make long-term situations work. Can that energy be used to the negative, to harm? Yeah, absolutely. Especially harm the self and over-compromise, right? So we want to watch that right now as we head into Libra season. Today is a day of harvest. It's a day of taking in. Give yourself space. Give yourself time to rest if you need to today. I think any kind of days of harvest are days to rest. Let's read about Maybone. Let's read about it. Try laughter yoga to raise and banish energy. This is interesting. Fall tends to cause a flurry of activity as people catch up on what they neglected during the hottest days of summer. If you're the kind of busy that makes meditation too high maintenance, try a little on-the-go energy work instead with laughter yoga. For this to work, all you need to do is exercise your laughter muscles. You need not even find something funny. Stand wherever you are, plant your feet hip-width apart, and laugh. If someone reacts strangely, this will only make you laugh more, and it will stimulate your circulation. You can use the energy raised from this to project a peaceful, easy day for yourself as you laugh. If you need to clear out a bad mood, or if perhaps you're stuck too close to a road raging driver, use the laughter to propel that energy away from you. Banish it onto its own course and away from you. Laughter, 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 laughter. And I especially like that. Use the laughter to propel that energy, that unbalanced, aggressive energy away from you, banishing it onto its own course, away from you. Don't put your muck in my backyard. My backyard's full. Don't do it. So ultimately, it's like laughter is what's going to help you send away energy that isn't for you. It's being projected onto you, but you don't have to accept it. Not everything that wants us do we have to want back. And I found throughout the week, there are these little tidbits of, there are just these little tidbits, right, of people asking me to do things that I don't want to do. And I've been taking the time to give myself permission to say no. No is a very, very powerful word. You do not have to yes everybody to death or say yes when you don't want to. That's really important. It's especially it was important for me. This is an exercise that I've had to work at this week. So it's interesting that they give us. I'm gonna put this up to the screen so that you can take a screenshot if you like. And let's get into our reading. Get ready? Let's do it. Ready? I wonder what's gonna come today. I'm actually really excited. Ooh, an offer of love. Maybe it's an offer of love that you're giving. Some sort of offer of love. Now let's see where it goes. This is an offer usually from somebody who is gallant and caring and romantic. Yeah, a very almost poetic, let's say poetic person, right? A dreamy, sweetie person. Oh, damn. And this is the King of Cups also offering his cup. This is somebody with a great deal of water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, a great deal of emotional stability. This is also living in your truth, like being able to own what you feel comfortable with what you feel. And you don't have to like throw it at somebody or be demonstrative, but show what you feel. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. There's something here. This is beautiful energy by the moonlight, by the light of the full moon. Maybe clarity coming, peace coming. What the fuck is this devil energy? Stop. What is this? This is very unbalanced energy. Everything was so peaceful until the devil comes in. What's this devil energy? What the hell is that? Oh, this is getting over a really hard time, a really bad time. Getting over sickness, getting over a sadness, maybe getting over fear. This could be too. This is usually bad behaviors, bad choices, choices made out of fear. I'm going to need to clarify. Absolutely. Let's look for our central energy right now, though. Okay. Okay. Yeah. We have heartbreak in the center of our reading today. And then we have holding on, trying like being stuck, trying to understand what's going on. And then we have 2 sevens, right? And 7 is, the number of abundance is coming, keep working. And then you have 7, like trying to figure out why something didn't work out. And then you have the 7 of cups. And ultimately it's like, there are choices here. There's options here that you didn't see before. Hold on. Trying to put it all together. I honestly think that this fear, this devil energy, it's coming from us. It's almost like not external. There's heartbreak here. I feel like you were heartbroken in some ways for things that were going on in your head and not something ended. Ooh, 3 of Pentacles. That's being respected, being appreciated, being given the opportunity to shine. Hold on. What's the outcome? Okay, so this is almost like you made an offer to somebody. You thought you felt really good in yourself. And then something happened and ouch, it didn't work out. But there's a healing from it not working out. There's getting over it. But this central energy, ooh, now we have 2 8s. We've gone from 2 7s to 2 8s. And 888, the 3rd cup is here. Maybe this is just like making us realize what we have to let go of. And it's also a sign that abundance is coming in. 888 is a sign that abundance is coming in. Abundance that you've worked for that got caught up. Maybe something that you have. Okay, hold on. Let me just say this. I want to clarify. Clarify 2 cards for me, God. Please, please, please. First, clarify the devil. What is the devil here for? Clarify the devil. This is moving too slowly. It's almost like somebody's moving too slowly out of fear, thinking that they have to do everything by themselves. I'm going by card. The cards didn't fall out, but they drew my attention to it while I was flipping. It's almost like somebody stopped things or halted things, or there was a stop because of fear. It's like you thought that things had stopped, or maybe you pulled yourself out of the race before the race was over because you just assumed that you lost. But it was really fear-based. It wasn't reality-based. It became a reality because you let the fear make the decision for you. And there was heartbreak here. Can you give me clarity specifically on this 3 of Swords, please? What's the 3 of Swords, please? What's this 3 of Swords? A lost opportunity, a missed opportunity, somebody stealing something from you, somebody taking something from you. Yeah, this is 7 of Swords. A disappointment. Let's put it that way. 3 of Swords is disappointment in somebody's behavior. You were very disappointed in somebody's behavior. However, upon review, it may not be as bad as you think, or there may be other options, right? As well as it could have been, even if something ended, now you're starting to see, take time alone. The Hanged Man sometimes can be very introspective. It's very introspective. It's opens. It's like a cocoon. That's what it always reminds me of. It's like a cocoon. It's like a cocoon. It's like you're choosing to be hanging upside down because you want to understand things in a different way. Because you're inquiring. You're inquiring because something doesn't make sense to you. You want to be able to understand. You want to not have everything in your mind be kind of like making you crazy inside. You're trying to see, is there something that I missed? And ultimately, I think there is something that you missed. And that is, you didn't do anything wrong. There was nothing that you did or an action that you took that was incorrect. This was what happened, is that something is not meant to be, or you're supposed to move on to something else. That abundance is coming into you. It's fine. It's all going as planned. There's this perceived notion that I did something incorrect, or that if I did something, maybe I did make a mistake, and it's because I made a mistake that everything got fucked up. It's almost like shame, guilt, trying to make sense out of the situation by taking the blame all on yourself and saying, isn't the easiest way for me to make sense out of the situation to find fault with myself? But there's a sense of, you really need to keep looking at this. You really need to see things from a different perspective, or see other perspectives, other options, use other people's eyes to help understand how they perceive this. Because ultimately, guys, I have 3 7s on the board and I have 3 8s on the board. So 7s is you're doing good work, your hard work is paying off, keep working at it, keep going in that direction. And 888, prosperity and abundance is coming in. You may have to turn in a different direction. It may not be in a direction you expected, but if you trust the directional shift, you're going to be seen. Your work is noticed. There's abundance coming through for you. Wow. I can't believe there are 3 sevens on this board. It's almost like things are starting to work out finally. The 7 of Swords is definitely the energy of not just betrayal, somebody actually stealing something from you, somebody actually taking something from you. Somebody disappointed you. Somebody disappointed you, and it could very well have been somebody who pretended to be more than what they were, or somebody who liked what you had, right? Who saw what you had, saw what you could offer, and it became an unhealthy situation with that. But ultimately, this 10 of Swords says the situation ended, and now you realize it was for the better, and there's actually healing here. So there could be healing going on here too. Could we get a little preview of where this is headed? I think you're going to be able to walk away after you work on yourself, right? After you work on how all of this has made you feel, how hurt it's made you feel. There's a sense of, I'm going to walk away and I'm going to be just fine. I'm going to walk away and it's going to be good for me to walk away. Like, I'm happy walking away. It's almost like the comet. There's a shift. There's a change. The comet represents a dynamic change, especially to how you see the things that you've lost or what you want. It's almost like you're going to be served what may feel like a final blow, but it won't actually feel that way for you. It'll feel like, oh, thank God, now I know. It's like, now I know, now everything is clear, right? It's almost like that. So as much as you may feel, I'm not saying anybody's getting attacked or anything, but I'm like, but it's almost like there was a piece of information that you really needed to figure out and find out. Now that piece of information has come. So what is this 888? Yeah, you didn't really like what you saw. Somebody behaved very selfishly. Somebody behaved very selfishly and was really moving forward and coming at you, or somebody. This is the energy of somebody who was very selfish, out for their own gain, and did not know what they said they knew. Was not as good at what they did as they projected themselves to be. There's a lot of conceit. There was a lot of arrogance here. So maybe you're about to find that out. Somebody's about to expose themselves to you. When will this happen? When will this happen? Okay, the good news is you're going to be around people that you actually love in the end. You're actually love in the end. People that actually like you, people that you feel good around, people that are really happy to be around you. Yeah, this is like, look it. If something comes around today to take out your trash, let it. Don't get in its way. Let the universe do its work. Pluto is wicked wrecking ball right now. That's what's happening. He's like wrecking ball on crack. But if you let Pluto swing where it may, it's not going to get you. It's going to get the crap in your life that was not supposed to be, or that was not strong enough to exist. So don't take it personally today, because there is that energy of feeling like, yeah, you may discover that somebody just was not on the up and up with you, right? But ultimately, in some ways, you already knew it. There's some disappointment in the heart here. There's some disappointment in the heart. There could be a third-party situation going on. More people than you thought were involved in this scenario. Who is this? This devil is on the board here. So this is intentionally deceptive energy working through fear. Chains, being chained, maybe even being addicted. Okay. Clarify, who is this devil? Who is this devil? Who or what is this devil? Every time I ask that question, it's not giving me an answer. Very tricky. If this is a person, who are we talking about? Somebody in your network. Maybe somebody introduced to you through a friend. Yeah, that could be it. An opportunity that came to you through a friend. Could be a friend. But the Two of Wands also is the energy of looking in a different direction. And ultimately, I think that that's what the universe wanted you to do. The universe wanted you to shift who you were connecting with and who you were trusting. The universe wants you to look in a different direction for friendship, for opportunity, for connection, for network. That's what it's calling you to do, and that's why it's shifting. Let's get into the Moonology cards. Holy moly, that's a lot. Your commitment is being tested in the past. Your commitment is being tested. So something was shaky to begin with. I don't really think something was really trustworthy to begin with. And then we have, what do you need to release? Okay. Your hard work is paying off, but in what? Nothing is yet set in stone, which means you still had a decision to make. You still had the ability to kind of like move things in the direction that you wanted them to go. Your dreams need a practical plan. That came up yesterday. Believe in the impossible. So it's not like you can't break through and do this, but you've got to figure out how to take it from a concept or a dream into a reality. And then work through your fears. Expect powerful change. This is Scorpionic energy, a new start, or resurrection. Right? A complete cleansing of the old self and a beginning of the new self. Also fears, your fear itself, working through your fears, going through the dark times. Expect powerful change. In other words, you had to confront a devil. You had to confront something today, or the next 24 hours. You're going to have to confront something that you didn't want to feel or you didn't want to know. And ultimately, what a relief it is, because there's going to be a big clarification as to Jesus loves you. And, you know, one of God's greatest gifts, thank you, Garth Brooks, is unanswered prayers. We could be stuck on something that is going to be a blessing in disguise, never came. And then that's something you have to understand, that the universe is on your side. Positive momentum forward. We're taking a positive momentum forward. Foundations and achievements. You may be taking, because this is way in the future, you may be taking a step forward to where you're going to set up your life. You know, the next phase of your life. One chapter ends so the next chapter can begin, type of thing. Positive movement forward toward foundation and achievement. For me, this is like the 10 of Cups. Then we have truth. The truth is coming out, trapped in your fear. This is what the whole reading was about. You're trapped in your fear because you don't want to see the truth, but the truth is going to come out. It's going to come out so that it pulls you out. It pulls you out from being afraid. What the truth about whatever you're afraid of is coming out. You're going to face it. And then there's positive movement. With that truth, with that understanding, there is sort of like a conclusion here. That's what I'm saying to you. There's conclusions here. There's conclusions on the table. Creativity and inspired warrior. Wow. Breakthroughs with this is the energy and momentum that's going to kickstart you into what you need to focus on. Right? You ever get that, like, you get so disappointed about somebody not liking you or you didn't get a job that instead of disappointing you, it like motivates you more than anything. You're just like, well, fuck it then, and you're just gonna focus so much on something because there's nothing else to focus on and you have to put your energy somewhere. That's kind of what this is. Really stay focused on creating right now, on what you can make into reality, right? Your dreams need a practical plan. There's something manifesting into reality here. Can we get some insight into what is manifesting into reality? No place like home. Second time. Second time, we're starting to find where we belong, who we belong around. Something that makes it really, really clear. Loyal heart. No place like home and loyal heart. Yeah, what I say, what's coming to us is the tribe, the family, the foundation, the home. Yeah, y'all could be getting married. You could be meeting somebody. You could be getting a new job with the best crew you've ever worked with. You're moving toward good people. And by good people, I mean balanced people. And the way you're doing it is, it's like you're allowing this crap to flood behind you and charge you with this energy to get in this creative mindset. And then all of a sudden you're going to start meeting people and doing things that are the people that you belong around. And just watch your life open up. That's how it's happening. And it's happening now, loyal heart and home. I just feel like somebody's going to be all kinds of cozy as we talk about fall. Somebody's going to be all kinds of cozy. Somebody's shipping, right? Somebody's hooking up over the fall time, cozying down. It's mating season, y'all. That kind of energy. It's that kind of energy. I don't mean you have to make babies. But there's so many spring and summer babies for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Especially on the East Coast. I am bonded. What did I just tell you? This is a deep, deep, deep connection. I am bonded. You are meeting somebody that you're about to be with. Or you're getting to reconnect with the people who really matter to you the most after a distraction. What was this? The energy is gaining momentum. What? Stop. Okay. Hold on. Hold on. Dolphin, don't worry, be happy. Go with the flow and ride the waves. Stay on the surface. Don't go too deep. Laughter keeps you buoyant. Okay. Warrior woman, have you answered your deepest calling? And this is upside down. Why is it coming out in reverse? Why is it coming out in reverse? Oh boy. Why is warrior woman coming out in reverse? This could be like the Queen of Swords. Somebody who's harsh and mean. Somebody's cruel words. Have you answered your deepest calling? This is the energy of somebody who uses their words to bring other people down. That could be the way that you would identify and then stand your ground against this person. Somebody's using their words against you. Somebody's using their words to bring you down. Somebody's making accusations. Stand your ground and be who you are and be a host to your truth. Don't give up, because you will become victorious because of this. Or standing up to your ideals, to somebody who was, could be an air sign, could not be. Could just be like somebody who, Queen of Swords, they're quick and fast with their mouth. They're mean. They bring people down. They talk shit. They don't care what shit they talk about. Could be female, could be male. It's just the mentality of somebody who likes to harm with their words, or who doesn't care that they are. And this is standing your ground against this person. Probably a woman. Probably a woman. So we get a little bit of insight into who that person is. I wanted that insight for you guys. I wanted the insight for me. Increased support. Your positive focus and willingness to receive have opened the doorway to an abundance of help and opportunities. Okay, so it's almost like in the face of this person disappointing you, hurting you, attacking you, saying bad shit about you, whatever's going on, in the face of this, you kind of stand your ground and stay in your faith. And even though it hurts, you don't let it sever you from faith or your understanding that happiness exists for you. You don't let it depress you. You don't let it cut you deep. You allow it to see very clearly. It's almost like you see the knife clearly. You see the sword clearly. You believe it for what it is. When somebody shows you who they are, you believe them the first time instead of letting them get closer and closer. So this time the stab wound ends up in your heart. Believe them. Believe what they say. So in the next 24 hours, believe how people talk to you and what people say. Believe them. Because it's going to expose exactly what they feel about you and who they are. Or in the next 24 hours, you're going to get somebody who is going off on you and feels like they have a right to. And in some ways feels like you should tolerate it. Your positive focus and willingness to receive have opened the doorway to an abundance of help and opportunities. That's good news. So you standing your ground, 7 of Wands, the fact that you have decided to go ahead and be you out loud, even in the face of being afraid or feeling like diminished or being worried that you're going to be cut down, the fact that you took steps forward, believed in yourself, and decided to believe in the best case scenario means you're winning people over. It's interesting how much now our own choices and our own projected desires are defining the reality that we live in. Let's get into the angel cards. Angel cards. Lots of green. Okay. Sacred knowledge. Close your eyes. You guys can do it and I'll read. Close your eyes and focus on your breath. Feel the peace within. Beyond your thoughts lies your eternal truth. The I am presence of eternal love. So this is stilling your mind, calming your mind down. That Queen of Swords, for all you know, could be how you've been talking to yourself. Sacred space. We have sacred knowledge, and then we have sacred space. We, your guardian angels, surround you with emerald, gold, and rose pink light. Surrender your concerns and worries and enter this sacred space of love and healing. You have sacred knowledge. That means awakening. All of a sudden, you're going to awaken to who's on your side and who's not. And who's on your side starts with the sacred, the divine, the universal, the God. And through that connection is you're going to learn value and true connection externally. Your dreams need a practical plan is a card that talks about what's happening internally and psychically playing out in reality for clarity, transformation. Through the great love that holds you in its embrace, you are moment by moment transforming to ever greater light, ever greater oneness, and ever greater wisdom. This is a transformative period, making you better, not trying to tear you down. Surrender. There is no point in pushing the barrow up such a steep hill. Go back to the start. Surrender your expectations. There is an easier way. When the time is right, a new path will appear. Spirit, take the wheel. I love you guys so much. What's up? I'm so glad you just got an epiphanies, Emma. I'm so glad. I mean, sometimes I just have to get out of the way of the cards and let them speak for themselves and have people just, be illuminated the way that they need to be illuminated. And I know what this reading has meant to me, and I'm sure that you guys have an idea of what it's meant to you. Overall, the 2 points that I want to leave you with is this is a transformative period. Things are supposed to be changing, right? And you're supposed to trust the change. The change is supposed to be directed from your God space, which is from your heart. If you're feeling something, that's your truth. And ultimately, you have to stand in that truth to walk into the light. If you get stuck in suppressing your truth, Pluto's going to come in with a wrecking ball and fucking blast its way into your prison cell, right? And you may lose an arm or a leg or both when it happens, because there's a sacrifice that has to be paid at that point. And I said it in my weekly astrology forecast. This Wednesday provides us a beautiful opportunity to let something go and finally release what we should have released a long time ago, right? Finally let go of something that was only getting in our way. If we don't, that's going to come in and wrecking ball the whole scenario. And interestingly enough, I think that this is happening in the form of like somebody's bad side coming out. And then you get to see, okay, do I really want this person? Do I really care about this person? Or this is who they really are? And there's something to that, to believing what they show you, not just what you want to believe about them, but something. Think about that prosperity lies ahead card. Think about surrender, transformation. Something is making its way into reality that you once just felt. You had a feeling, you had an inkling, but you weren't certain. Now there's going to be absolute certainty. You're going to look at this and be like, now I know, I'm walking the fuck away from this. 100%. So there is clarity. Trust the clarity. Even if it's not what you want to know, be grateful that you do know, that the clarity is there. It's coming. I love you guys. Thank you for hanging with me today. I really, really hope that you enjoyed this video. Yeah, like I said, be sure to like it, subscribe here at Astrology Motivation, subscribe to Born Without Boundaries Tarot. Quick shout out to all the Scorpios. Thank you, thank you, thank you a billion times over. Your views are way up, and I'm so, so grateful. So thank you guys. It's much appreciated. And you know what? I got to give a shout out to Cancer. Cancer, last week's video had 12,000 views. 12,000 views. Cancerians, you've never had that many views before. That is exceptional. Libra had over 10,000 views, and Gemini came in with almost 10,000 views. You guys are rocking the shit out of Born Without Boundaries. Even Leo was over almost 6,000 views. Like, I've never gotten that many views. I've never gotten this much support. I don't have words to express the gratitude, so all I'm just going to say is thank you, thank you, thank you. If you don't know what I'm talking about, check out Born Without Boundaries Tarot, and then you'll know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the 12 weekly Zodiac readings that I do. So I hope that those serve you and help guide you. Yeah. And then thank you so much for joining over here. I just wanted to give a quick shout out. All right, guys, until tomorrow, and I will be on here tomorrow. I'll talk to you. Thank you so, so much for hanging with me today. I'll see you tomorrow.